Welcome to MicroMolar Podcast, Biotech Signal Series. Today is Thursday, May 7th, 2026.
We're jumping straight into the top 25 signals. Let's get started.
Angelini is acquiring Catalyst Pharma for $4.1 billion to expand its neurology portfolio. This is the biggest new deal in the batch and shows continued M&A appetite for established rare disease and neurology assets.
Lilly is investing $4.5 billion in new manufacturing projects across Indiana. The scale reflects the massive production demands behind Lilly's obesity and diabetes franchise.
Atara and Pierre Fabre will get another shot at FDA approval for their cell therapy. The reconsideration matters because it could signal a softer or shifting stance after recent turmoil in FDA biologics leadership.
Blackstone is investing $250 million in Anagram to reduce the daily pill burden for cystic fibrosis patients with pancreatic insufficiency. The program could meaningfully improve convenience by replacing dozens of enzyme pills with a simpler mealtime therapy.
Entrada's stock plunged after Duchenne muscular dystrophy data came in below expectations. The setback weakens Entrada's position in a highly competitive DMD field and gives rivals more room to lead.
Ascendis is discontinuing its IL-2 oncology program as it pulls back from broader cancer expansion. The move suggests the company is refocusing on areas where its TransCon platform has clearer clinical and commercial traction.
Ipsen is scrapping liver disease candidates acquired through its Albireo deal. This is another example of post-acquisition pipeline pruning when non-core assets fail to justify continued investment.
BioCryst is dropping its eye drug after a second failed indication attempt. The company is narrowing its focus back toward rare disease programs where it has stronger strategic footing.
B1 is cutting 5 cancer programs and 1 phase 2 autoimmune study. The restructuring shows how even active oncology players are becoming more selective about which assets deserve capital.
Amgen and AbbVie said IRA drug price negotiations affected first quarter sales. This is an important early signal that Medicare pricing reform is already showing up in big pharma financials.
Pennsylvania sued an AI chatbot company for allegedly posing as a licensed doctor. The case highlights growing legal scrutiny around AI health tools and the risks of overstating medical authority.
The Primate Act would ban imports of non-human primates for U.S. labs. If passed, it could reshape preclinical research operations and worsen existing supply constraints for animal studies.
The FDA may reconsider a rejected cell therapy, raising questions about whether uniQure could benefit from a similar shift. This matters for gene and cell therapy developers trying to win approval using smaller or earlier stage datasets.
3 top FDA and CDC roles have been filled by 15 different people in less than 18 months. That level of leadership churn could create uncertainty for companies trying to plan regulatory strategy.
Sanofi requested removal of Tsield, a first-in-class FDA-approved immunotherapy used to delay the onset of stage 3 type 1 diabetes in adults and children with stage 2 type 1 diabetes. This is due to issues in transparency and outside scrutiny.
Lonza is expanding ADC manufacturing capacity and workforce. The move reflects strong demand for specialized antibody-drug conjugate production as more ADCs advance through development.
PCI is expanding U.S. sterile fill-finish capacity as part of a broader $1 billion global build-out. The investment responds to rising demand for pre-filled syringes, cartridges, and outsourced injectable manufacturing.
Novartis is exiting an oral drug factory in Germany. The closure reflects continued reshaping of pharma manufacturing footprints as companies consolidate capacity.
Amgen is adding $300 million to its Puerto Rico manufacturing budget. The investment strengthens a major pharma manufacturing hub at a time when supply security remains a strategic priority.
A startup founded by former Orbital scientists is trying to make mRNA therapies more durable. The effort targets one of the biggest barriers preventing mRNA from expanding beyond vaccines.
Madrigal's MASH drug performed better than expected commercially. Strong early sales help validate the emerging MASH market and strengthen Madrigal's position as competitors race in.
The next phase of diabetes care is moving toward more connected, personalized tools. Devices, insulin delivery systems, and decision support software are pushing diabetes management beyond traditional drug treatment.
IPF is drawing investor attention as biotechs pursue better-tolerated drugs that could halt fibrosis. The field is attractive because current options are limited and side effects remain a major problem.
Thanks for tuning in to MicroMolar. See you next time.
And that's a wrap on today's Biotech Signals. Visit micromolar.com for more information.